So today we're going to talk about traditional healers. How should the government regulate a policy? It has failed many times, but today we want to talk about...
If I may cut you short, I don't get the difference between a traditional healer clearly and a witch doctor.
We are going to talk about that, but I want to ask someone. Sebo, wali ogenzeko omusawo muganda? Kale
nganze sigenda ngayo naye nga okusinzira ku byempuliro oba byenda amawulire abamu batisala abantu basaddaka kala abaana abasawo abaganda.
Wali ogenzeko omusawo?
Actually, yes. I never went there. Okay, I was pregnant by then, and my pregnancy had laid for 1 year. So when I talked to my aunt,
for 12 months.
Yes. Can you imagine?
Wow.
So when I talked to my auntie, she was like, "We have to go there."
Yes.
I had no option because it had to go out.
Yes.
So when I went there, I was, I was frightened. Nsasi.
They did those things.
So I had to tell my aunt, you know what? God is the everything.
Right.
I don't want these things. So she was like, you have to be calm because you have a problem. But what I have to tell you, traditional healers are really bad people. They're not good. You know what? They deceived me. It was your stepmother who did this. And after the stepmother did this, Shimanya, they told me that one time they gave me Vaseline to smear my body. So that my stepmother had put some juju in that Vaseline. But actually I said, in my heart I said no. Because that stepmother of mine loved me so much to the maximum.
Right.
So when I went back on my knees, I said, oh God, just forgive me. That's why even today I love my son very much. Because when I think of that, yes, I gave birth. But after I went to church, they prayed, I'm born again. After I went to church, I talked to pastors, they prayed.
And you have a bounce.
Yes, that's why I'm telling you that traditional healers are not good.
Wow.
Because when we went there, nothing changed. But after going to church, I gave birth.
Of course.
Sebo, wali ogenzeko omusawo muganda?
Before you tell us, Sebo, bambe simu tuziteke mu silent. Tekinyuma muno nga ayogera simu nevuga.
First of all, we have to know that sometimes the line is thin. Sometimes you might find somebody is able to use herbs to treat someone, but has to use some psychological thing to get healed faster.
Yes.
But that is okay as long as you don't stretch the bounds to get somebody to say, okay, someone has done this to you, so we have to do this to someone, or you have to sacrifice this or sacrifice that. That is now going beyond a certain level. Then there is the aspect of greed. You see, there are those people who originally they inherited these things from their fathers.
Yes.
Maybe my grandfather was a traditional healer, not a witch doctor.
Yes.
And he was able to show me, and I could learn from him. Perhaps I'm not saying I did that. Perhaps I could learn from him and see, oh, maybe he's picking these herbs, and that is fine as long as you're registered. I think there's an association for that,
yes.
which is quite clear, and they know their goals. Now there are those who are out of the association, or those who may, just like any other profession, like architects, who may go by the side and do their own things.
Yes. We are going to watch something from someone we all know. Omukyalo ono fena tumumanyi Namutebi Sylvia aka Mama Fina Mundeba agenda tubuulira. She's the president of the Association for Traditional Healers in Uganda.
Omusawo w'ekinnansi avunaanyizibwa ku ndwadde ez'omubiri zonna ezitawanya omuntu mu ggwanga ng'oggyeko siriimu ng'oggyeko obulwadde obulala naye nga endwadde ezivunaanyizibwa ku mubiri gwonna. Kizibu nnyo okwawukanya omulogo n'omusawo w'ekinnansi, kizibu nnyo, abantu abasinga tebasobola kitegeera. Naye kitegeeza nti omusawo omuzungu asobola okumanya nti ono antinamu nti omuntu bw'amumira senga amira empeke 8 zikulu overdose. N'asalawo n'amugaa nti mira empeke 4 oba empeke 2 ze zikola okujjanjaba okulungi olw'omubiri gwo. Kitegeeza omusawo w'ekinnansi yenna asobola okuloga omuntu mu ddagala eryo lyennyini nti asobola oddikuwa nga liri overdose ne liisa we lyandikomye tugeze lyakuloga musajja. Ebiseera bisinga nti abantu abajja mu masabo gaffe okubajjanjaba bajja obwongo babutaddeko ekyo kye bajjiridde. N'ojja ng'osuubidde nti omusawo bye yeeranze byonna bituufu era ogenda okutuuka nga bye yeeranze byonna bituufu. Asobola okukwata n'akutwala ku nnyanja n'agakangene kuyita omusambwa gwa jjajjaawo nakuvuga matumbi budde oli mukyala mukulu oyina amaka oli mufumbo wagendedde ensonga ya mujjawo naye omusawo akutadde mmoloka akututte ku nnyanja akuyitire jjiini lyeriba likuleetera omusajja teri jjiini liri ku nnyanja ku lw'ebusaabala teri jjiini liri ku Nairu tulina eddagala abantu fete abasawo b'ekinnansi abatuufu tebalikozesa naye eddagala eryo bw'oliwa omulwadde n'alikwata n'alinywa atandika okulaba ng'abadde omuwanvu ayimpiwa kati mukufuula okwo gwe amaanyi g'olabye mu birooto byo nga banakuba California n'oloota ng'oli mu America amaanyi g'olabye bodde engulu ng'omugenda kiro gukuweddeko kyotandikirako okutenda amaanyi ga musawo omusajja n'akutuma eggi egganda n'agenda oyita eggi n'olireeta n'agajja eggi lino leeta amagi 7 omanyi okusaba amagi 7 n'olireeta bw'olireeta n'alikwata bw'ati n'alivulungula bw'ati n'alivulungula yaguze eddala n'alyasa ogenda oddyasa nga mulimu ekkovu mulimu eminya mulimu ebiki yirizi biki obadde obulamu ennaku ezo ofe kati akutumye otunda ettaka tosobola dditunda nga olabyemu ekkovu olabyemu buli kimu kyonna neze kyensaba ku bantu abagendayo abasawo bakola mwerekeremu obwongo obutegeera bw'oyingira essabo bw'oba ogendedde nti ngenze kutereeza mikisa gyange ate baleme kunaawuliza bugagga bw'abajjajjaabo kuba abantu bagenda ne obwongo ne bufiira ddala oyinaaga nti oyina biliyoni 3 bajjajjaabo ze baafa balese n'otakubyamu jjajjaawo yafa talina wadde akagaali wadde kamotoka biliyoni ddala 2 yazijjawa
sebaali emabega osobola okutegeera enjawulo ey'omusawo w'ekinnansi n'omulogo.
Like I said, if you have a real traditional healer, he's who are focusing on getting you better with a little bit of psychology to make you heal faster. But where now they start bringing in the aspects of black magic, that's where my difference is. When now someone tries to introduce black magic, that if you do this, this is going to happen, then that is now witchcraft. That is no longer traditional healing.
People get confused. I may get a problem, though it's sometimes normal sickness, and I think someone is harming me. You know, like if you have a co-wife, sometimes women, you have like your co-wife, you get sick, you don't know what has happened to you. Instead of going to a doctor,
can I please ask you something? When you have issues with your co-wife, how does getting herbal medicine help you not have issues with your co-wife? I think that's when people end up going to witchcraft.
No, what I'm not saying that I have a co-wife, but
no,
according to what
just
I've seen,
yeah.
You know, there is what they call a booba. It's normal. Everyone has it.
Of course.
So when you have that thing in your mind, of course, if you get a problem, automatically your mind will run to that person. So after getting confused, you have to get a solution. Which solution? You run there.
Kuletera oluso kuba kale nga oluso ziyinza osangibwa nga toli mukumiikiriza oli mwangu wakulimbibwa osanga nga agenze mu bintu ng'ebyo.
Kankubuzeko mama, what is cheaper mu kyolowooza okugenda mu musawo w'ekinnansi oba the real doctors?
Nze ku lwange wemba ndi mulwadde oba bagamba oba nina kyempulira ekitali kituufu sobola okugenda ne naaba mafina munaye siwulira bulungi nina ekizibu kundi ne kundi waayo ki ayinza okumpa eddagala nti genda onaabe oba okole ki ebisiraani bigende naye sijja kgenda ku musawo nti genda ono yakuyoola ekigere genda naawe oleete kino na kino na kino oleete
I think I have to come in on that one. There was some study that was conducted in East and Central Africa, and it's indicated that about 70% of people go for what we call alternative medicine.
Yes.
Referring to what we're discussing now. Why? Because sometimes access to modern, in quotes, medicine is not easy for them. So that's one reason. So it could even be more expensive than the modern medicine, but because of access and other issues, cultural issues, belief systems, psychology, people decide to go that other side. So much as the aspirin might be cheaper, but because you think there is somebody who's doing something to me, you go to that place. Yeah, something like that.
Bagamba nti abakyala bagenda nnyo mu bantu bano nga mufunye mujjawo tukoze tutya bannange
sigendangayo era sijja kugendayo
wakatugamba ofuna ekizibu ogenda ewa mama Fina n'ogamba
nakwenya si musawo kale si be bano ajjanjaba just oba obulwadde buno obukuliko oba kale naye nga simulogobera byo byoganda mujjawo yakuyodde bino biki sirowooza nga yabyogerako ebyo naye ate nayo sigendangayoko naye nga nsuubira nti wemba n'ekizibu nsobola ogenda ewa mama Fina sobola genda ku musawo oyo
Brian, have you ever been to the
what? Anyway, I think if I need medicine, I can go to a traditional healer. Actually, actually they have lab assistants to help them. They can diagnose you. Finding out what they do a diagnosis of your disease, and then they tell him you have this, and then he gets local herbs. I think now, I hope back at home you can get the difference. Naye oba totegedde tubuuze minibuzuganda@gmail.com.
You can even Facebook us. Our page is Minibuzz Uganda. Post your comments, your questions, and we shall definitely get back to you.
Or you can tweet us Minibuzz Uganda. Tubuuze ekibuuzo kyonna tujja kuzza mama Fina abeere mu taxi eno yennyini abantu abeereyo ayogere n'abantu. Minibuzz will return after these messages.